Alexander Mogilny has filed a petition for political asylum.
He came over as a humanitarian parolee, and that was a 6-month time frame. And once he arrived, we started to work on the asylum application, which was more rigorous, took more time, required an affidavit to be filed that provided background information about who he was, and more importantly, what the consequences would be for him if he attempted to return to the Soviet Union.
And those consequences would be
7 years hard labor, which in essence meant a death sentence.
Soviet military officials announced the 20-year-old Army lieutenant had been charged with desertion.
Well, they had to do that. It couldn't be any other way.
Obviously, he's got courage.
His long-term future in the U.S. was still in doubt, and we needed something. We looked to our owner, the late Seymour Knox III, who took it to the highest levels of the U.S. government.
As this thing dragged on, I knew that they were digging deep to try to figure out who can we contact, who knows who.
My dad had a great relationship with President Bush. He and President Bush had gone to college together at Yale. President Bush had been in a number of different roles, head of the CIA for a little while. He was he was vice president before he became president. Had all the connections. He knew all the people to call at that moment in time about what to do and what were the steps that you needed to go through to be able to bring a defector into America.
George Bush found the incident compelling. He felt sympathy for Alex, who wanted to be in a different situation.
It took several months, but finally Alex Mogilny was granted asylum in the United States.
You know, if that phone call to George Bush had not been made, if he had not gotten an asylum, then presumably he would have been deported.
He came over to me and said, "Am I free now?" And I said, "Yes, you're free."